Hello everyone, Ren here, or alias, sinning. We all do it from time to time. Nobody's perfect on this regard. But what if it were to destroy everything you built, everything you work for, your career, your relationships, your sanity? You gave up everything to fulfill one simple desire. Today I shall talk to y'all about the 7 deadly sins of the internet. When your viewpoints are unchanging even after being proven wrong with facts and logic. When you keep a cult around your own problematic personality. When you think your way of life is the only correct way of life. When you think hedonism is the way to go. When you think that someone's worth is how much money they have on their bank account. When you misguide millions of impressionable young people to feed into your own ego that reinforce your crooked beliefs. When you think that the whole world is against you and you have tons of enemies but you don't realize you're your own worst enemy. You're a man that requires no introduction. A man that was the most popular man of all time for a little bit. You are the one and only, the prideful Andrew Tate. When you have a thriving sports drink business that brings in thousands to millions of dollars. When you have multiple YouTube channels that bring in thousands of dollars each upload with ad revenue and sponsors. When you're a signed professional athlete with a lucrative contract with benefits. When you have various houses and all the money, all the assets, all the fame in the world. But it is just not enough. You always want more. So you decide to scam your fans with crypto projects to gain more money. You are the embodiment of greed. You are Logan Paul. When everything in your life has been about getting a partner. When you go out of the way to vilify lifestyles like abstinence, asexuality, and lesbianism that kill your chances of someone sleeping with you as if you were entitled to it. When you desperately throw yourself at trolls and do their every bidding just because you were promised to have relations with that boyfriend-free girl. And in some godforsaken way, never learning to not fall into their traps. When your whole life came to a grinding halt due to you being so desperate to have sex, you had relations with your elder, dementia-riddled mother. With your elder, dementia-riddled mother, you are the one and only Chris Chan, the embodiment of lust. When you're desperate to be someone else that has a larger following and has 10 times the charisma that you have. When you wanted success of someone else, so you decided to copy their beliefs, their speech patterns, and their talking points. When you're unsatisfied with your own relationship, wishing it was better, so you decided to trash talk about other people's relationships. When you want fame so badly, you decide to start drama with anyone for some clout. You are not just an Andrew Tate clone. You are the man with a chair at every hotel. Sneako, the envious man online. By the way, I know he's Islamic and this video is based on the Catholic 7 deadly sins. So I looked up what the Quran had to say about envy, and it says, "O Allah, purify our hearts from grudges, envy, and cheating." So even in other religions, he's still a sad cuck. And with that, I've quoted the Quran more than he has, as of the recording of this video. When your weight loss channel somehow becomes a weight gain channel. When you could have inspired many, but couldn't due to a lack of self-control or a lack of discipline. When everyone was willing to give you a helping hand, but you decided to reject their help so you can go back to your old habits. When you've been caught lying time and time again about how you were trying to improve yourself. To see someone struggle with what I have struggled, and to see what would happen if I made the wrong choices in my own personal weight problems, saddens me, to be honest, more than angers me. This person is the embodiment of gluttony, and her name is Amberlynn Reid. When you had it all but lost it due to rage issues. When you're somehow the most toxic player in the most toxic game to ever exist. When your reaction to being called out by someone on your toxicity is to threaten and throw false allegations. When a minor mistake will send you spiraling into a tirade of screwing over your teammates, screaming to your viewers, or antagonizing your teammates. When the motto, "It's not my fault, it's the fault of the dumbass over there," becomes so commonplace with you. You are the most toxic player in League of Legends. The personification of wrath, the streamer known as Shaclone. When you think you're entitled to have volunteers work on a game you've been creating for free. When you find any excuse like reading emails to blame the delay of the game other than your own laziness. When people who want to help you out of the goodness of their own heart show you clear ways how to improve your code, but you reject it because it'll be too much work to implement. When you couldn't make any models or couldn't pay an artist to make them, so you decide to violate the licensing of free models to find the easiest way into making the game. When you effectively made a cult around you that enable your lazy tendencies, you have a man who hasn't released anything too close to a finished product after 9 years. A man who won't take outside criticism. Someone who has been taken over by Sloth. The infamous YandereDev. This has been the 7 deadly sins of the internet. I hope this video entertained you better than the new season of 7 Deadly Sins, the anime. This has been Ren, or Alias. Bye bye.